Right now, the United States and Iran are locked in a tense, unyielding military standoff. It is a conflict that has entirely consumed international attention throughout 2026. The United States is currently applying immense strategic pressure. A third aircraft carrier recently arrived in the Middle East, and the Trump administration has explicitly declined to offer any timeline for when this conflict might end. On the other side, the Iranian regime is showing deep fractures. Recent reports indicate that the nation's supreme leader has been severely burned and is struggling to even speak. The strategic dynamic here is a pure test of endurance. American forces are holding a strict line, calculating that the weakened Iranian leadership will crack first under the sustained pressure. This regional stalemate is currently strangling the global economy, slowly turning a localized dispute into a worldwide crisis. Faced with a massive conventional military disadvantage, Iran has turned to asymmetric tactics. They are deliberately targeting the Strait of Hormuz to choke off global trade and throttle the world's oil supply. The U.S. military is actively countering these moves. American forces are now intercepting and boarding vessels carrying Iranian oil to enforce strict international sanctions. This intense naval friction is spilling over into Western alliances. The U.S. is demanding partners step up, publicly warning allies the time for free riding is over, and they need to help secure the waterway. Beyond the immediate military and economic toll, these daily skirmishes are triggering a massive environmental disaster. Damaged vessels and intercepted shipments are dumping immense quantities of crude oil directly into the ocean. To understand the scale of these spills, we have to look at satellite data. The ecological damage is now so vast that these dark slicks are clearly visible from space. The physical blockage of the strait, combined with the resulting environmental hazards, is sending a paralyzing shockwave straight through global supply chains. Instability is migrating east. Gulf tension is actively bleeding into the Indo-Pacific, severely complicating diplomatic relations. Simultaneously, it drains oxygen from Western capitals. American and European leaders are pouring so much focus into the Middle East, they are losing bandwidth for other crises. You can see this clearly in Ukraine. The European Union recently managed to unblock a crucial $105 billion loan package for Kyiv, but the sheer distraction of the Iran standoff threatens to undermine Ukrainian security anyway. The situation is urgent enough that President Zelensky has issued a direct warning. He made it clear that Ukraine's survival and any potential peace talks cannot simply wait for the Iran war to end. This Middle Eastern conflict has become a bottleneck for international security, stalling high-stakes diplomacy from the Indo-Pacific to the front lines of Ukraine. If we step away from the macroeconomic data and international diplomacy, a much darker reality emerges inside Iran's borders. Everyday citizens are facing a severe humanitarian crisis. The combination of fractured leadership, a collapsing local economy, and the constant threat of military escalation has pushed the populace to its breaking point. This profound suffering is dominating the global consciousness. During a recent trip to Africa, Pope Leo even dedicated time to explicitly condemn the violence against protesters in Iran. The political stalemate is currently forcing millions of people to face a reality of scarcity and fear that extends far beyond the reach of the physical battlefield. Right now, U.S. and Iranian officials are meeting in Islamabad, attempting to negotiate a way out of this crisis. Success in these meetings is the primary path toward restoring global trade and securing the diplomatic bandwidth needed to handle other international crises. Today, a contained conflict simply does not exist. Trade, diplomacy, and our environment are entirely intertwined. An agreement in Islamabad is the absolute prerequisite for stabilizing the global economy, halting ecological damage, and allowing the world to address its own crises.